Okay, so today we're going to be installing the new suspension on the 20th, aka the Rise Rocket. We got some bilstein shocks with some H&R coilovers, springs. First thing you want to do is jack up the car, loosen up the wheels, and get the car up in the air. Okay, once you have your tires off, what you want to do is unplug the ABS sensor, get a little flathead in there, pull that out, unplug these cables for the brake pads, and there's a clip. So what you want to do here is get a nice little long flathead and go from the bottom, and the clip is on the back of this. So you pull the little plastic out from here, pull the little plastic out from here, click it and pull it up. So next thing you want to do is this is a 17 in the nut, and on the back is an 18. So you want to loosen that up first. Okay, so since I lost my strut spreader, there's a tool that goes in the back of this right here, and it opens it up. So you want to get yourself some BP blaster, aka Jizz. You let it soak in a little bit, and you want to get a big flathead that won't break, and try to jam it on the back and open it up. So let me show you how the back looks like. On the back, you can jam it in there and spread that open. And once you do that, this should come out a little bit, and then you loosen up the top one. It's a, what size is this? It's a 22. No, it's not. It's a 3/16.
It's a 22.
It's not a 22. Put it on.
I just measured it. 22.
Let me see. There you go. No, it's more like a 20 because it's moving, or a 21. It's supposed to move. It's supposed to fit in there, nice and flush, like that.
One of those sizes.
So you take that out.
20
you're gonna pull this out. If you had to spread the strut spreader, it would be a lot easier. You can get that on Racelands actually sells it. You get it on Amazon like 14 bucks.
Yeah, the cheek spreader.
Pretty much. But once you do that to this side, you want to go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. I don't think there's any sensors here. You just gotta unplug. Was there any sensors? Yeah, there was.
The one in the back. The little one that you're gonna go behind it.
Okay, so I think that's the ABS sensor.
No ABS sensor.
Take that out. You take out the bolt from the back. Take out the top one. Front suspension is done. There's another tool. It's like an open end, and then there's a little Allen key in there to take it out. But if you want to do it faster and easier, get yourself an impact gun. Just go to town. Get that bolt out. Get that bolt out, and then this should be loose. Now you come over here. You have your fat friend step on it, so you can pull this out. This is already loose. We already had him step on it.
I'm not fat.
He is fat. Alright, so now we'll put the camera aside. More of a bitch. Okay, so yeah, I forgot. This side is the one with the short axle. Remove the bottom bolt of the sway bar, so you can get it. Help you out. It'll help you go lower. So remove that bolt, and this will come out lower. So once you step on it, this actually goes down more. Actually, bring this down more. It's a 17 millimeter socket. You want to use a breaker bar. Do not break that bolt. If you break that bolt, it gets stuck inside the control arm, and then you're screwed. Okay, so once that's out, have him step on it. Just like that. There we go. Now you just take out the top bolt, and then this rolls out. What do you want to do later to get a jack, raise it up again? But since we're gonna put a taller suspension, because we're no longer gonna use Racelands, we're gonna use a nice suspension.
Bilsteins.
Bilsteins. So what you want to do is loosen up the top bolt again, and take out that and swap in the new one. This side the same thing. Take out the rear bolt. Have him step on it. This one actually goes lower with the sway bar, so you can actually take it out. So just step on it. Nope. Well, I guess take out the sway bar bolt too. This will go lower, just like the other side. It'll drop down, and then loosen up the top. and put that off to the side. These are actually not that bad. They were still had we got them like 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
They're not blown or anything. It's not rusty.
I mean, it's a little slimy. Isn't that like when it leaks? Or it's just dirty?
No. It should come out from over here, but no, it's good. Like,
just the bushing on the top.
Bushing is messed up, so when you order a new suspension, order yourself new bushings. Always replace them. They have bearings inside, so that's what makes noise whenever you turn. So get the 17 again. It has the extension. Actually, this is a smaller bolt. Get a 16.
16?
Why does it have a smaller bolt? Well, whatever. Get a smaller bolt. I think it's a 16 or a 15.
Yeah.
Might be a 15. Now open the box and get the 15 from right there. It should be right next to the ones I took out.
This one?
Next to it. Other side.
This one?
On the bottom says little numbers. Oh. It's actually a 16, which we do not have.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
It's not in the box?
Get a 16, but it's gonna be a smaller.
You had the 16.
No, I have the 17. 16 is just that one right there. Yep. Give me the other ratchet. Damn, this is covered in oil. Oh, we dropped it inside the oil the last time. Oh, you're a horrible cameraman. Shaky hands. Actually, this side is really bad. It's rusty. I mean, the springs are fucked up. But Raceland has lifetime warranty. So what you could do is just swap out the shocks. Okay, now that you got the old suspension on. What? Yeah, those are factory ones though. So once you have the old suspension out. I'm trying to talk. Fuck up.
Oh shit.
So I'm trying to have the new suspension ready. You're gonna need new bushings. Comes with everything. Get to an ECS. So the bushing and the bearing goes in there. But if you had to keep the old ones, because what you're gonna need from the old ones is this little piece right here. That's what holds the spring into the assembly. If you don't have that, it's just gonna bounce up. You need this metal bracket, and the ones from the racelands won't work. So you need stock suspension, and you need those pieces. So here's the fun part. Aim that away from you. Aim it at this so you can see the full shot. Gotcha. Just like that. This is what you need. This is when you turn. You see the inside, it gets messed up. I don't even think you aimed it right. You're aiming at the floor.
I'm aiming at the springs. It's wide angle.
Oh. Your rack is wide angle too. Your mom's house.
Where is it?
It's right here. Wait.
Oh, the battery was there. Okay, maybe that's it. Oof, there we go.
You
get scared?
Yeah, I should hit my foot.
Okay, now we do the other one. Put this on. Might want to paint it a little, sand it down. It's kind of rusty. And that's it. That's how you remove this little piece, spring holder. Okay, so the order for this was actually wrong. The bolt doesn't go there. So it's the metal plate, which we gotta fix right now, the bearing, then the bushing, and then this weird little screw that's like flat. That one, because this one that they provide goes on top where it meets the body of the car. Since this is done, we're gonna do the same thing to the other one. And okay, so we ran into an issue. So this suspension is way bigger than the lower suspension. So spreader tool broke, and now we're struggling to put it all the way down. So we had to go get is a chisel so we can spread the back open. This can drop into place. And yeah, that's it. You wanna spread it with a whack? Yo, if I'm not fucking answering, you don't fucking call me.
Oh shit. Divorce.
Okay, so we decided to move it to the front. I mean to the back since we couldn't do the front. But now guess what?
Wait.
Move it. These screws are also rusty. So this job just went from a 5-minute job to hours. Okay, turn it. Turn it. What the fuck? Okay, so after like 45 minutes of struggling because we couldn't open the back.
That was like an hour.
After an hour of struggling, get a hammer, put it right here and twist open and it will drop down. What we did is we put a little jack on the bottom to jack it up from the control arm so it makes pressure, so once you open the back it will suck in. Put a little WD-40. This side is finally on. Once you tighten up all the bolts, tighten up the one from the top with the little metal top hat, and this side, thank God, is finally done. Okay, we decided to record this on the process. Jack it up all the way to the top, come to the bottom. Well, jack up the control arm a little bit.
Get the hammer in there.
You gotta get the hammer,
And then you gotta rip it out.
so pretty much you come to the back like that and you just twist it open. Wait, come hold this over here first.
Camera?
Alright, once you spread the cheeks, this would drop in. It has to stay flush with the back. Plug in your bolt back in the control arm. Plug in both sensors back in. And for the ABS, and for the brake pad. Okay, since our old racing suspension looked like that, I had to get my so-so and have to chop that off because we need the boots. They don't include none of that in the kit, and you're supposed to reuse it from your old one, but these are pretty bad. But that's all we have for now, so I guess we can install it later on, get new ones and replace them. So we got one cut, and now it's time to cut the second one.
Wait.
And just like that.
That's how you almost cut your toe off.
Yes.
Yours?
Alright, so you got a 17. What? And an Allen key for there. Here.
What Allen key you need?
Wait. We have one of these number 5 Allen keys. 17 open end. Okay. So put the bushing and the spring, put that on the bottom, put the nut on the bottom, the 2 on top back on. Try to use a jack to lift this and put some WD-40 here because it gets stuck in here and you don't want to put a lot of pressure and then it just releases back into your fingers. So be careful with this part. So the suspension is done. Right now it looks really high. That's because the springs haven't settled yet. We took it for a test drive, nice and soft. Before, with the racelands on, you hear like whenever you fell into a hole, it's just like excruciating noise. It hurt to be in the car, but it's good now. And thank you for watching the video. Give a like, subscribe, and comment.